Hello and welcome to the channel, Beautiful Enigmas. I hope that your day is going fantastic. I hope that you're okay. I really do hope that you continuously treat yourself with much care and compassion because we all go through some troubling moments within ourselves, and then the chaos and madness within the world definitely makes it more of a whole suffocating, agonizing feeling that you're just basically continuously to be unsure about, especially between work, family, friends, and again, personal issues. But I hope that you're okay, and I hope that you're treating yourself well and continuously to treat yourself with much love, care, and respect. And also, I really do hope that your 4th of July was fantastic. Not gonna lie, I was kind of happy the 4th of July. I was not looking forward to it. All that I did was legit just slept and relaxed. I just didn't expect it was gonna rain. Can't exactly be like, well, that's just strange. So again, the weather, climate change, things will continuously to happen very strangely. So it was definitely intriguing. But then again, that didn't stop people to have them go off previously. Or if anything, that didn't stop people get a chance to use the fireworks the day after 4th of July. Then again, that's just like a mostly common thing. So, but hopefully you did get a chance to enjoy the fireworks where you were at, or mostly praying that legit people finally just stop with those excessive noise, especially if you have sensitive hearing, especially if you also have pet animals. Like, I already know that's very more of a whole stress inducing, so I get it. But every time I record, I continuously to come on here and just again be open, honest about the little weird human being that is me. Especially continuously to show that as myself, as I continuously to show up in life and continuously try to work on myself more and more each day. Because I am not perfect. I am not no saint. I am definitely no righteous, holy person. I am not. I have indeed been a very flawed human being and a very much of a sinner like everybody else. So I am not going to exactly pretend that I am righteous or anything else. Mm-mm. So what you see is indeed what you get. Am I continuously trying to be more comfortable in my body? Yes. Am I still trying to be more comfortable with myself, especially come on camera? Also, yes, because legit, I am not going to pretend to be anything big, grand, just nope. It's like I'm weird, I'm socially awkward, I have dyslexia. It's a struggle because legit, being in a society when you legit have certain mental problems or certain speech issues, like you want to be able to have that part of yourself be very vulnerable, but unfortunately been raised or basically been taught to consider like a flaw that you continuously had to correct or change. And even that just makes you spiral more and more and more. And it does, because legit, previously I had made a video, especially, well, I already know I'm going off topic, but it was mostly the fact that I was a poetry about me apologizing. But bad enough, I was spiraling more and more within myself. Especially, I was watching a YouTuber that I enjoyed their watching the videos, and so there was something specifically. It was involved a movie review, but legit, there was a specific thing that happened that made me spiral. That was like, oh god, like, am I in that same category? But unfortunately, I accidentally put myself in a whole mental spiral, and that left me in a very much of a hole. Again, I will indeed admit, not a very good, healthy, comfortable place either. It didn't. But as I finally get a chance to regulate, continuously try to just, well, definitely find ways to get myself from out of that mental emotion. So granted, have myself a good moments where I write down between feelings and emotions, or continuously trying to, well, reflect on certain things about my life. And I continuously do that. It's a struggle, especially since you really do just want the answers to the universe and everything. Or in any category, just basically want to know, or even ask God Himself, like, what exactly is the purpose of me being on this planet? Like, why exactly? Especially if you're the type of person, bad enough if you are indeed the type of person that's extremely the odd one out, especially legit. When I mostly say the odd one out, I mostly just meant like, well, you won't exactly be like you'll have one out of a billion people. It just more towards like you will indeed have individuals that are indeed not exactly strict to the norm, just basically the bizarre, the peculiar, or the indeed strange between how you dress, how you act, how you think, how you talk. And basically being that category could just make you feel like basically being the odd one out, or just feel very alienated or isolated from everything. And legit, with that, it continuously to make someone just feel very out of place. And you continuously trying to figure out how exactly you should show up, or how to even try to connect, or just try to be like normal like everybody else. But even then, especially if you have social anxiety, it feels even more like you're messing it up even more. But legit, I don't even know why I'm doing this. It's just a weird habit I'm doing. But legit, it just definitely indeed more on the fact that when you continuously to sit and reflect within yourself, within your mind, you really do just want to question everything: society, yourself, the universe. It indeed leads you to many unanswered questions, and you just really want the answers to them all. And I'm not gonna exactly deny, I do feel like it would probably make my life feel more easier, but it's mostly focused on what you're able to learn from it and what you're able to finally discover about yourself, or being able to change. Even when you still do that as well, you just feel like you have to continuously to either second guess, edit yourself, question yourself, and continuously to box yourself in within your own mind. And then you continuously to box yourself inside life as well. It's a very suffocating feeling, and I'll be able to admit that. All right, now most likely I will go on topic, but the points I'm basically trying to make is the fact, like, legit, I'm just showing up as myself, but also at the same time, it's a struggle when, again, when you're born with certain things about yourself and you continuously to hate certain things about yourself, you continuously try to heal and accept it, but you're not immune to the eternal battles that continuously to plague you continuously every single day, which is true. In my case, like, I continuously to heal, but I already know I'm not exactly immune to it. Because again, I will indeed have some good days and indeed have some bad days. And continuously question myself more and more, and continuously trying to figure out the answers to the questions I basically want to know extremely badly. But it's definitely one of those things I get a chance to actually start to accept and embrace more and more. Especially between myself, my mind, and again, trying to give myself permission to show up as just who as I am. But again, it's not exactly a whole overnight thing. Some people actually get a chance to just have that acceptance or still continuously to move forward and push through regardless of anything. Some, not that lucky, still continuously to plague them more and more as they get older. And I'm not going to deny it, I basically still struggle with that even more. But I'm still trying to figure out to look at it from different perspectives and different angles to say, okay, where do I need to finally let go of the control, to box myself in, to feel bad for being myself? Where can I finally be able to let go both this energy that's basically been suppressed for so long, especially trying to figure out more of a whole healthier outcome instead of continuously to make myself spiral or continuously to live in that whole negative scarcity mindset. But I continuously to work on myself and continuously try to focus on that. And again, like I said, even though I'm not that much like a whole religious person, I definitely do believe there are indeed some things you can't exactly explain logically. It's just one of those weird phenomenons that just like has its own meaning. You're just like, well, you just gotta take it with a grain of salt. Or if anything, is one of those weird, subtle things that just make you understand and question certain things even more. But it gives you more of a whole different perspective understanding. It's weird, but it has a weird comforting behind it. It does. But in the category, it's mostly the fact that, again, I am not that religious, but I do believe, and there's a lot of things that legit are outside of our control and can't be explained logical. But again, that still doesn't stop me from actually just finally just sit with my thoughts, meditate, and continuously to see within myself, continuously travel within words that need to finally be looked at, finally faced, finally figure out where is the pain and energy that continuously to come from. So clearly half of that is indeed childhood wounds, especially given between your peers, your upbringings, society, education system. All of it plays like a whole core factor. But it really does make you finally sit within yourself and just face it head on. Because again, I do meditate and continuously to sit inside within the madness of my own mind and come to terms with so many things. I do. But at the same time, still continuously to look at the lessons that continuously to come into my life that I have to finally learn. And then continuously trying to figure out why do I continuously to, well, hold myself back or continuously to hate myself. And again, I already know where the answer lies at. But doing that, I am indeed able to continuously to sit and reflect. It definitely does help. But indeed, sometimes you just want to answer extremely loud and big. But sometimes the subtle ones can legit surprise you the most. But if anything, I guess the one thing I could probably just sit and reflect is the fact of my life has always continuously to be a struggle, and it continuously to do so. I continuously to face the reality of it. While mostly just sitting and acknowledge as like things indeed have happened and you wish it didn't, but it did. And continuously try to not live in that past energy anymore, or continuously to hold yourself into a negative light, continuously to hold that pain or hold that past memory. Mostly indeed, I guess, in like shedding your old version of yourself. Or of any category, just mostly coming to terms and finally reflect, and instead of seeing as a burden, because granted at the time you're just basically questioning yourself, questioning reality, and questioning anything more of a whole higher understanding. But when you finally reach a weird moment in your life, you reflect and it has a weird understanding about it. But you are indeed able to learn and grow from it. And I continuously try to learn and grow from it. Because again, I'm not going to deny the fact that when it comes to my channel, I continuously try to figure out, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I continuously to keep it as the title? Should I change it? But again, that's me continuously trying to figure out, if I change myself, will I get a chance to get the correct audience? Am I looking for a moving as myself, or as I'm mostly changing between views and algorithm? Which is indeed the question, which you continuously to come to terms with. At this point, definitely not trying to chase any algorithm or definitely any views. Because again, people will legit just come across it. But it's definitely between how you show up and how you record. Like legit, I am very much of a person who has a deadpan expression. Like legit, I'm able to emote my emotions and actually able to talk about things that bring me happy and joy. I'm just not going to use it as a whole commodity just for views. But if it does bring me like a particular interest or something I enjoyed talking about, then I will indeed be happy to talk about it. But If it's more in the category of trying to gain anything from it, no, definitely not. So continuously try to show up as myself, continuously to record regardless of anything, and still continuously to move in life, accept my body, accept my mind, and continuously not to have the war within myself. Also, I already know the fact that I say between the word continuously or the word but a lot. I can't help it. I just do. It's part of me. So, but it just shows that I continuously to be more comfortable showing up as myself and well continuously show just how much I continuously try to treat myself like a human being. So it's indeed a struggle, but at the end, I'm human. So are you. So, but if anything, definitely was more of a whole another personal rant and random talk. But if anything, I continuously try to, well, bring my energy as the best as I can. Because again, I am indeed not trying to fake emotions, fake expression. Indeed, what you see is what you get. But it continuously to weigh certain parts within me down and continuously to question it. Because again, like I said, I do go back and look at my own videos and kind of either feel embarrassed or question it. But again, that's part of the human experience as it is. So again, continuously to accept everything as it is, raw, open, showing a flawed human being just as they are. So it's definitely a step. It's indeed a progress, but it's a very long progress. But I continuously try to give myself much care and compassion as much as possible. And besides, once I get tends to get through recording, I'm gonna continuously do something that makes me more happy and bring me joy in my life. Well, again, I enjoy reading between poetry, between my beloved collection of yaoi, or if anything, mostly just go look at titles and synopses of stories to see if it either piques my interest or legit just basically don't waste your breath. But it really is hard when you're just trying to just move as you are and not continuously to edit yourself or try not to be anything else but as yourself. It is indeed a struggle, but so is life. Life is indeed a complicated mess, and life will continuously be a complicated mess. But it really is up to you between how you're able to get through it, how you're able to adapt to it, and how are you able to overcome so many things that will come your way. And that is indeed one of the things I continuously to sit, reflect, and actually indeed ask myself. Don't know how long, don't know when, but definitely intrigued to see how the progress goes. But one thing I do know is the fact that I'm definitely indeed willing to put in the actual time, work, and energy to show up as the person that I am meant to be, and that is being the complicated, flawed human being that is me. So I'm not immune to my own emotions and thoughts, but at the end of it all, it mostly just depends on how I emotionally show up for myself and how I give myself much love and compassion. And I can use all the self love and compassion I definitely need while continuously to face reality, face myself, and come to acceptance. But it does take each step. But the step that continuously to move towards, hopefully, it's more of the whole step of acceptance instead of between something that would not exactly do me any good. So, if anything, I hope it's acceptance. And I have high expectation that is indeed acceptance. Don't know exactly what the future of my life will hold, but it's my life. I'm the creator of it, and it's mostly indeed up to me how I want to show up as myself and live and experience life. Doesn't have to be grand. Definitely doesn't have to be big. But if I'm able to be happy and find that joy within myself and not exactly continuously to edit or downplay myself and just let myself be happy, thriving, and continuously just to move forward and return the energy that I lost along the way, then that is indeed the life I just basically want. Myself, peace of mind, and happiness. In all honesty, that is legit a goal worth fighting for. But if anything, I'm gonna leave it here. It was just mostly me going a whole tangent rant. It was. Still trying to debate between should I just put in my whole just leave it as it is or just continuously to use the titles that I basically usually go with. Most likely, I think since it's me being me and the way how I continuously show up of myself with my channel, I think I'm just going to stick with the title, but legit, basically between what I'm going through. Well, not exactly going through, just mostly between title, channel, and then legit whatever I'm talking to. But again, it's a work in progress, but we shall see. But I will indeed leave you here. Definitely catch you next time. But before I leave, just continuously try to accept yourself. Continuously try to show up as yourself. Try to be around people that match your energy or have your best good. And then indeed show up to people that legit want the same thing as well. So instead of continuously to pull each other apart, indeed finally be able to show up and continuously give ourselves compassion and love just with equal energy to someone else. So hopefully you legit continuously to be yourself, show up as yourself, and continuously to be surrounded by people and a community that continuously to welcome you with open arms and love. But take care. Treat yourself with love. Treat yourself with much love and compassion. Treat yourself like a human being, and continuously to show up in the world as best as you can. See you next time.